I've got this. Brian from Brian's Gym here. I've been thinking for a little while about doing some videos, but I wanted to make a disclaimer for these videos due to the nature of social media and influencer status these days. These videos are not going to be TikToks or me putting bunny ears on my head or attempting to be any type of influencer. I'm not trying to get monetized. I don't care about likes. I've simply wanted to do some videos geared towards helping our members, people in the community, basically a local centralized group that I can directly either have contact with or bring into the facility, or who can ask questions, whatever the case. I feel like today, and we'll get into different subjects, but today the whole influencer status and TikTok dumbing down, not that some of those can't be funny, but has really just taken away the depth of information that I think people really want when it comes to various subjects. In this case, I'm going to try to attempt to make these videos approximately 10 minutes long, so you'll unfortunately have to unprogram your brain from constantly scrolling through and looking at 30-second videos, because this is hopefully going to actually contain some substance. So I got to thinking about videos and where I should start, and I guess really the first place that I should start is for the people who are just thinking about joining a gym, more specifically the people that are intimidated and the whole gymtimidation thing, and kind of addressing that issue and the myths that kind of surround it. So I've heard it multiple times. I know people that have friends or members that know people that are trying to get somebody into the gym. And it's understandable. People are nervous. They're trying something new. By nature, when you go to the gym, you're kind of in a state of self-admission that you're not, I don't want to say that you're not good enough, but you're not as good as you want to be. That could be in a physical state, that could be in a mental state, whatever the case may be. And so it by nature at the very beginning can be kind of a hard thing to get over. I like to tell people that anybody watching this who's nervous about going into the gym probably has a skill or a hobby that you're good at, that if I tried to get involved with, I'd feel inept or inadequate, wouldn't be sure what to do, and I might fumble around, maybe do some wrong things here or there, but the goal would be to get better at it. And I suppose with some hobbies and things, maybe there's not quite the social environment, but overall, when you're coming into a gym, you're simply trying to get better. And I think the biggest fear comes from people feeling like they're going to be ostracized for not knowing what they're doing, or being out of shape, or whatever the case may be. And for those that are watching this that might be in that case, I kind of want to point a couple of things out, because here's where the misnomers come in about you being made to feel awkward. And there's going to be a hard truth that you have to get over first. And call this tough love. I hope it's taken with the grace and compassion that it's meant to have. But the first thing that you kind of have to do is get over yourself. You are the star of your own movie, and you're just an extra in everybody else's, and vice versa. And there's two types of people speaking in general terms that come into the gym. People that life's going pretty good, things are in a consistent pattern, maybe things are getting better, and really the last thing they're going to do is, try to insert themselves into a negative situation, i.e. gawking at you, making fun of or anything like that. The other people are people that life might not be so good right now, and they're using gym as a sort of therapy. And the truth is, those people are really not going to be concerned with you. So the first thing that we kind of have to do, and it's, we've really been, I guess, programmed in America, that everybody should be concerned about our movie role in our life. And it's just not the case. People have bills to pay, they have families, they've got stresses, or they've got good things going for them. Again, they've got families, maybe they have a good job, whatever the case may be. So the first thing that we have to do is really kind of look at where this whole intimidation thing comes from. And a lot of it is a myth. A lot of it is something that people build up in their own head due to I don't want to say that they are, inadequate. You have the potential to do whatever you want, but there's these feelings of inadequacy. And so then that's projected out onto other people, and it just kind of goes in a vicious cycle. And so, what I like to do with people that first start the gym, whether it's a 3-day pass or maybe they've just started up, is come in and just get the environment. Come in, maybe some different times, maybe you only have one time, get on a treadmill and walk for 5 minutes. Get off the treadmill, walk around the facility. Then get on a recumbent bike. Go for another 5 minutes, or apply this to whatever time that you want. Get off the recumbent bike, walk around the facility, and then maybe get on an elliptical. Familiarize yourself with the environment, the people, and you're probably going to notice that for the most part, nobody pays attention to you that much, unless you're doing cartwheels, or just doing something extremely, out there. By doing this, we've accomplished a couple things. We've tried 3 different pieces of cardio equipment. We've established a comfort zone, not just in the cardio area, but all around the gym. And, it's an excellent way for people to kind of slowly adapt into taking the limelight off themselves and realizing that, everybody's there living their life, just trying to get by as well. The same thing can be said with machines. People oftentimes are afraid they're going to hurt themselves. And one of the number one ways to address that is personal training. We'll get into that on another video. But even on that, especially in regards to machines, if you see somebody doing a machine that's pushing out, most people are gonna they're gonna associate that with working, chest, arms, some type of bench press. And so, you can look at somebody doing that. Maybe they're doing a lot of weight, but you can go over and you can try doing it with no weight. You can try doing it with a little weight. The people that are most worried about hurting themselves, unless you have a physical disability, a handicap, an injury, most of the time, because you're concerned about hurting yourself, it's not going to happen. And, just trying out some machines. And again, maybe it's, in your cycle of walking around, you're going over to a machine that you've seen somebody do, you're giving it a try, and, feeling a little bit more confident. Again, I still think the best way for anybody to get familiarized with things is personal training, but we'll get into that on another subject. And then let's talk about gym size. A lot of people I know are intimidated because of the size of Brian's gym. They see the parking lot, they see the cars, you know, they see the pictures of the facility. We're 26,000 square feet, and they think they want to start with a smaller gym. And it's kind of, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Let's say that, you know, your fears are justified, and, you know, you really are kind of afraid of people making fun of you, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Where is it more likely that people are going to be able to watch you? In a small 4,000 or 5,000 square foot space, or in a 26,000 square foot facility that's spread out? And so it's always kind of humorous when, you know, people have said they've come over, you know, thinking that they were going to feel better in a smaller gym, and then they realize that, you know, they're put in closer proximity to people. They're having to wait on certain equipment longer. People may be waiting on them longer. And, you know, that's just not the case. There's been multiple times. Our facility was made to handle a large population. Our primary goal is that our members should be able to come in and get their workout in. And if it's busy, they should have options, you know, for different exercises or forms of activity. And so there's times where, yeah, the parking lot looks packed. I think the gym is going to just look insanely packed. I walk in and I'm thinking, where is everybody? You know, it's busy, but it's not even what I thought it was going to be. So that's another kind of, you know, misnomer, or I think misinformation, if we can say that without laughing these days, in regards to choosing a facility. You know, a bigger facility is going to allow you more space to do your workout, to get familiar with things. And, you know, we hope you don't feel the need to, but, you know, if you ever feel like you need to hide behind something, we've got plenty of stuff. You know, we could get into a lot of other areas, you know, members and, you know, things like that. But, you know, I'll finish off. I've gone a little bit longer than I wanted to. I'm new at this, so you're going to have to bear with me. You know, and I'm going to be thinking of kind of some new content. I don't know if this is something I'm going to do on a regular basis, or something that I'm just going to do to have a video library that we can periodically share. I've been saying I wanted to do it for a while. And, you know, it's the type of thing, if you have questions or things you'd be interested in, feel free to message us at Brian's Gym. Add me on Facebook, Brian Spencer. It's got in parentheses, Brian's Gym. You know, throw some questions. What I really, again, want this to be is for the common person. The common person who, you know, we're not trying to hook on, you know, being an Instagram, you know, influencer, or, you know, have some secret formula, but just real day-to-day, whether it's the physicality, or in some cases the psychology of the gym. There's a whole nother category that I can get into on that aspect of things. Some of it's surface level, and some of it, you know, with 16 years can be pretty deep. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I just want to say that if you're thinking about trying to gym out, we'd love to have the chance. You can go to www.briansgym.com. We've got 3-day passes on there that you can apply for, trials, to give us a try. All our staffed hours are listed on there, staff days and hours, if you want to come by. And yeah, we'd love to have the chance to help you out. And thanks for taking the time to watch.